Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Humankind, where we are currently playing as a Haudernasene in the early modern era, though we are very close to getting the new era stars pretty soon as well. We are still at war with the greens and the purples, but the greens are nowhere left to be seen, actually. The purples of course have this big territory over here. But the greens, I think, yeah, they have an envoy over here. Other than that, I have no clue where else they might have gone. So I think once this war is over, these people disappear. Though we do still have an army right there with 3 Samnayas and 2 warriors. That is something to concern us a little bit. We do have a Liam Nu Bing still, which is, I think, actually still better than the crossbowmen. Or pretty close, like should not make a huge difference. Because these guys get stronger attacks after the unit spends a round defending. I don't know if that really, like how much stronger that will become. But I think that's definitely something that should outweigh the crossbowman still. Also, we don't have the money. We will have it next turn, but anyway. These guys are going to have to reinforce this front. And now let's go to the next turn and see what happens. We get the agrarian star. Nice. Now we are a... what kind of culture are we actually? We are a farmers agrarian culture. Yeah, that's what I thought. But that does mean that our agrarian stars give us extra fame compared to all the other ones. Now, at the moment, we're still ahead. But I would definitely like to keep it that way. Right, we'll send those guys into the water. We are stronger than this army, that is interesting. We'll move these guys up into the city. And I definitely need to get some envoys to pick up all of this leverage. But at the moment I don't have one, I think. He'll continue healing up a little bit. And then we have the wages of war, army wages. Alright, so paid wages or plundered wages. And this, apparently these guys already made a choice concerning this. On army, plus 50% money from ransacking, or plus 4 combat strength bonus when ransacking. Or stability on cities that you occupy, and plus 5 stability on garrisons. I am going with
if an army wants reliable soldiers,
wages.
They had best provide a reliable income.
Right. Meanwhile, all of our cities are still busy producing new things. So we are not going to do anything with that at the moment. In the next 2 turns we will get the scientist star. We could get a military star by attacking this group, and this might actually be a decent opportunity because they're out in the water. Though I guess we would have to get into the water too. Okay, so we can't. That's fine. Civics osmosis. No, we are going to refuse that because we literally just picked the other one. Here we go. We have an envoy already on the way. That's good. Alright, we'll send him over to this one next, and then the other one in the water. Then San Lorenzo needs to build something. Now, I think this is already being worked on by several, yeah? Palace of Versailles is being built right there. Will be done in the next 2 turns, so we don't really need to do too much of that. What else could we do that is useful? Like plus 1 industry per worker and plus 2 worker slots we have at the maximum. So this is actually like, it doesn't have a huge immediate gain, but this will scale. So we're going to invest in the artisan workshop. We'll send the armies on their way. Of course we do still have some arquebusiers over here also making their way towards the enemy. We'll enter the water. We'll move you into the city. And then we'll attack. And then, okay, they're retreating. Makes sense, I would too, probably. But pretty soon they're going to get sandwiched in between 2 armies and they will be annihilated. Alright, so we are doing pretty well in stability. We're losing a tiny bit. But we are also losing a ton of food. We need more farmers and farmers' quarters. I guess this is the way to go. It's only a -5 penalty. We will get some extra food. That is definitely necessary. Ooh, unclaimed wonders. I have not even paid attention to that. We do, however, now get that, and I guess this literally just unlocked
Hard to
this
believe
turn.
that what started as a simple hunting lodge
Well,
turned
sense.
into such magnificent opulence.
Of course, it just unlocked because we need to finish the old one before we can pick a new one. So we got the Palace of Versailles, which gives us a bonus to leverage. But that means that we can now pick another one. We still have plenty of choices, though Machu Picchu has been claimed by the Dutch. But St. Basil's Cathedral, like, we're still doing pretty well on religion, and all the territories that we control are our religion, and we are slowly pushing over into this direction, though it is very, very slow. And Judaism seems pretty strong as well. So if we could build like one of those wonders over here, that would actually be pretty good. Because I think that also counts as pressure. This one gives +1 faith per district, 20 faith flat as a flat production, +40 stability and 100 fame. And this gives a lot more influence. This is stability and money. This is Topkapi, about 100% production towards any shared project. Is really nice, but I think St. Basil's Cathedral is actually really nice. We'll go ahead and grab that. And then there are some cities that can start doing some work on that as well. Alright.
Right.
They just can't quite make it, but we can get this other army on the attack, and we will be within the battle zone. And we will get reinforcements. A lot of reinforcements against just their 5 units. Still manual battle, however, because we can. These guys are going to switch, beyond any doubt. We'll end the deployment like that. And then we will get some archers in. We'll move them in the city walls, and then they can still shoot. So we're going to go ahead and make them do that. We'll get some of these warriors in. And these will do tremendous damage. That is nice. Let's see what else you can shoot at. Okay, we can wipe those guys out in one blow. Very useful. These guys sadly don't have line of sight. They need to be on the high ground. Maybe... from there they could. Ooh, these guys can run around the back there. We'll move them up here. They can finish off those guys. These guys can think, wow. Jeff, I was a lot more scared of these guys than I should have been, really. Ooh, and they have archers hidden here. Well, another one of those samurai elephants. Do we want to make that attack? Yeah, we don't mind that at all. We'll deploy these guys. We don't even need to deploy anyone else, we just won that victory. And that gives us a military star as well, so our fame is going quite nicely. We are about 500 ahead of everyone else, we barely took any damage. And the Great Swordsman could be upgraded to Musketeers as soon as we have Saltpeter. We need 2 of those. We don't have any at the moment. Also, we have the Alans over here, or the Magas, I don't know, this is, I guess, this is the city name, these are the people, or something. We could start a treaty with them, establish contacts, and then we can start doing some trade, and maybe we don't have to go over there. Right, and then we can start influencing them with money per turn, and some influence per turn, because we are making so much, we might as well praise them with some influence. The money, we'll keep it a little bit lower. We definitely want to grab this island for the saltpeter. And I'm curious if we have saltpeter anywhere else in our territory. We do. Right, these guys belong to us, so we should not worry about them. What territory do you belong to? You belong to Unuk, right? Unuk has this vast territory. But we cannot build it yet. I'm pretty sure we have to get some technology set up as well, yeah. Alright, so what do we want to do here? We'll have them start on the St. Basil's Cathedral, and we will build that right there on the hill, because why not? And then Urim is going to help out with that, and Chang'an is also going to help out with that, and we just shaved it down to 10 turns. Now, as for technology, we have access to the Rotiscan Rakete, who do not need any of these specialized units. Saltpeter, that's the word I'm looking for. So that means that we can focus on something else, like, for example, colony plan here would be really good, because that means when we start a new city, we will start with 3 population and 210 production, and the settlers we could make, and we will get access to naval transport. Replaces land units which embark to travel across ocean tiles. So we can go here, claim that territory, we can go there, claim that territory. That is definitely something we want to do.
Greetings. My door is always open to talk.
Alright. Well, they are forced into this war, they don't really want to do it.
May we enjoy a constructive relationship.
And they are slowly losing some war support, mostly from units lost. We do need to cross the ocean, however, and start attacking them in their own home regions. Do we want to? No, we could not. No, that's true. This guy is also moving over. Sadly, these armies already at max strength. Well, we don't really need to wait for Rotiscan Rakete. Like, we definitely want to go here with that army. We'll go there with this army, and then we should be able to cross over here with little effort. Alright, we got that. We'll have him go over here as well. Right,
I do hate to be the bearer of bad news, but a stealth army has entered your empire. Very, very stealthily.
I see. Alright, so we have an enemy unit here. We should be able to deal with that, no problem. I don't think it's going to do much damage anyway. We are doing quite good on stability here, but maybe we could build one of these things. Like this would be a perfect place. Gives us some extra food even, and 10 stability, and this is a natural choke point, which is great for war, if we get attacked. The heresy of science. Are we mere animals? Word spreads that natural philosophers are conceiving theories regarding the providence of life itself. To imagine that men and beasts might have shared common ancestors would be an affront to many, and cause a revolution in the way the people view themselves. These theories could undermine the realm's official faith, and by extension, your authority. What is your position on this matter? We could dispute it. Though we are quite far in science, this would bring us back ever so slightly, but it would give us a huge faith production bonus. So I'm going to go with that.
15 farmers' quarters? Perhaps you're inviting several thousand friends to dinner.
Alright. What else do we need to do? Stability is slowly going down, so we might want to do something about that. We could build a garrison here as well, get a plus 15, that's actually quite decent. Plus 15 over here as well, but we would lose 2 food. But it's on a hill, which I like, right? It's like, it's very defensible. We could put one here, because that is another natural choke point. Let's build it right there. Alright, all of our armies are going to move. We can actually use these guys to attack them. And I guess they're actually losing health because they've been in my territory for too long. Yeah, you're going to stay right there. And you're going to auto-explore to grab some more. Oh! Alright, it's nice that we're getting some early warning about this.
Take no prisoners!
Oh, okay. They're retreating, that's good. I am going to be moving away from these armies because I don't want to fight them at sea. These guys, can we handle these guys? Pikemen, knights, longbowmen. I think we can. I think it's going to be fine. We're going to try and wipe out these guys. Then we'll use them as reinforcements for the battle. Yeah, that was to be expected. Let's end the turn. Let's see what they do. I doubt they're actually... Oh, one of them is retreating. The other one is advancing. This one is going to be lost at sea on the next turn, I think. Now these guys all have the caravel right now, so we ignore any penalties from deep water. That is perfect. Really good timing. Now, do we want to attack? Yeah, well, of course we want to attack, but what do we want to attack? This is a very clusterfucky choke point. Well, we could yeah, I don't want to go there because we would have to fight a naval battle. We're going on land right there. These guys are going to move on to land. Those guys are going to attack these guys again, because this time they will be unable to run away. And I will do an instant resolution, because I'm pretty sure we just shoot them once and they're gone. And we don't take any health damage. Perfect. Alright, religion is advancing. We are on level 3, and what do we want to do? Develop the intellect, +2 science on religious districts and +20 science per alliance on empire. Eschew gluttony, +1 land movement speed on units, naval movement speed on units, +1 maximum number of holy sites, and -10 on unit industry costs. This might actually be very good. The other ones... this one is also pretty okay. For war support, if we want to keep fighting, which I think I want to do. Purge idleness. +15 industry on main pass. It's not a huge amount, but it's decent. I think I would prefer this, but we would have to go without war, and we'll go with eschew gluttony. Get some extra speed, and some faster unit production. Perfect.
Only with magic.
We'll go around these guys. Now, as for cities, we need to start building some things. We can build another stone ring. We could build that, like, I guess maybe here. I don't know if this placement actually helps push it across the sea, but let's just assume for the moment that it does. And meanwhile, we will start producing a Rutiskan Rakete, because I need to get some muskets out on the field. Alchemy guilds, let's have a look at where we want to go in terms of technology from here. Naval artillery, of course, army defenses, +1 unit slot for each army is actually quite decent. But we also need saltpeter, so we can build the saltpeter mines. So that will be our priority, because we have access to one, we can get access to another. We've got an estate star, that's nice, and pretty soon we will have a builder star as well. How are we doing here? Treaties. Okay, we can do something new. Trading charter. Gain access to tradable resources for which this independent people has built extractors. Mercenary charter or science collaboration. +129 science is actually a lot, and they only have incense. And something else we don't know yet, but we'll do science because it will boost everything we are trying to do. Look at that, we shaved off a whole turn. We need to go up to 50. Own 30%, I guess, and at least 50 influence or patronage. Right now we have 24. And we'll keep it like that. Alright, what are we doing with you? We're moving you over towards this army. Because pretty soon, or right now actually, we can make army groups of 6. So by we can put these together. We'll move you back towards here, so on the next turn we can join them up. They will land on the next turn. And then we'll start doing some sneaky backstabbing. Yeah, that was their entire turn, basically. Alright, now we have these guys. Pretty soon we could upgrade them to musketeers, but these guys actually will do just fine. Let's go on the attack. And they are running. Actually, according to this, the statistics are very equal. But I don't trust it for a second, because these guys will blow some people away in just a one shot, I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh, these are longbowmen and warriors, alright. I'm kind of ignoring the stealth things because it's honestly not that interesting compared to some of the other... like, it doesn't really tell me that much. It's usually just single units kind of moving around. These guys, for example. There's no massive stealthed armies that I really need to worry about anyway. We'll also move these guys across the water actually, because they can now also explore across the water without penalty, and we can turn this into a 6-unit strong army. We'll attack them again, and that will probably include these guys into the battle, so they will get reinforced. We can blow them out of the water before anything bad happens, I think. And we are still stronger overall. So we are going to do a manual battle for maximum effect. We are most definitely switching out our muskets. These guys... yeah, these guys will be in the water for a turn and we will get to start. So I'm okay with this. Alright, we'll take a shot at these guys. Let's see, could we wipe them out with 1 unit? Definitely block off this side. We can take a shot with them, so we'll do that first. And then now we can wipe them out. These guys can then run in between here, and oh, we can wipe out the archers in 1 blow. Those are probably the guys we would need to worry about more. I'll take a shot at their pikemen. And now it is the turn for the enemy. So more than likely we're going to lose our Lian Mubin here. Or they just lost their entire movement points on getting ashore. So we will have a turn to remedy the situation. But I'm not too worried, like they can get shoot once, we can just wipe them out in 1 blow. We can wipe those guys out in 1 blow. Those will be dead on the next turn. I don't think we are in too much trouble here. Though now we've got some shots coming in. Our what is this called? The Danvi Gaja. Yeah, it's taking some attacks. This is not great. Actually, that is not as bad as I expected it would be. Perfect. Alright, so we can take some shots here. These guys will be dead in 1 blow, which means it's probably better, or those will be dead in 1 blow as well. We'll take a shot at these guys. We'll move them back, and hopefully they will be able to shoot from here somewhere. Well, we can shoot them. Alright, good. We can shoot them in the water, just wipe them out in 1 blow, because in the water they're super weak. And these guys can run through here, attack the archers. I just wipes them out in 1 blow, so now they're down to 2 units, and we have barely even lost any health. Like everything is above 50%, which is absolutely perfect. Oh, they have an extra unit in the reserves, which I didn't know about. Another one. Still nothing too scary. I don't mind this at all. Oh, another one. Ah, prowlers. Okay, stealth units. I see. But I doubt they're very strong, actually. Alright, and with that out of the way, let us blow these great swordsmen completely out of the water. Like, what is our biggest priority here right now? These guys don't do that much damage, but anyway. We'll move these guys back from the front line. We'll reinforce this side with some spearmen and blow them out of the water. We could move these guys around the coast here. Now we can get some nice side angle shots in here, which I'm absolutely okay with. I was wondering about that. It's like, I'm pretty sure I could still click on that attack, but... Alright, wipe them out. We have a nice solid front line. These guys are not breaking here. They're not breaking through. But this is the last round, so this battle might last another turn. It's very weird. Like, these are still medieval ships, but they make kind of like a hissing, steamy noise when they move. Alright, these guys will have to withdraw. But that is the end of this turn. We earn another military star, which is absolutely great. And these guys will move over here. You moved as much as you can move, which means it's time to end this turn. We are close to a war victory. Perfect. And we just got gunpowder researched, and a builder star, and we can claim a new wonder because we finished the St. Basil's Cathedral.
As ornate as the place itself. Cathedral of the Intercession of the Holy Virgin on the moat.
We're doing quite well. Influence per territory is under the religion's influence on territories following your state religion. It's a mouthful, but that sounds very strong. And it boosts our religion. We'll claim this. But I'm not going to build it right now. Come on, move. Ah, we couldn't because
For your country!
of that. Alright, they have some fences, which is a rudimentary wooden enclosure. They just have some peasants defending. We will assault immediately. We'll do a manual battle. Because I like having that extra little bit of control. And the deployment. Can't shoot anyone because of line of sight rules, unfortunately. But these guys are probably going to go on the attack, so what if we just defend for a turn? Then we don't have to go for the fences that will come at us. Look at the damage it's taking, it's very bad. And this is just what the AI does, you know? They just go on the all-out defensive. And now we could actually start breaking through a little bit. We'll move you over here. Move you over there. Yeah, we don't want to retreat these guys away from here. We'll just defend another round. Nothing too exciting. Oh. Softening up the enemy. Eventually we will make it onto their flag. Alright, there we go. And now we have an opening, because we don't need to go through the walls to attack them. We can just go into the next block. Now we're inside of the walls, and they will take massive amounts of damage. Same over here. We'll get these guys open to the fight as well. We'll get these guys into the fight. They'll attack down into the flag, and that will be the end of this siege. No worries. Alright. Got a victory, and we have taken the city of Pataliputra, which also has access to the saltpeter, which we so wanted. Now, these guys are going to have to, or this guy, I should say, is going to have to explore the land a little bit. He can move a lot. That's absolutely crazy.
We have our order.
And as much as I can explore of this land, the better it will be. Yeah. We'll take a shot over here. These guys are going to withdraw, because they'll take too much damage if they don't. Oh, we have a stealth unit. Nothing too concerning, but hey. I do like that mechanic. You know, they have many more units than we anticipated. 3 damage for us and just 80 for them. Absolutely crazy. Right. Same thing again. This 3 damage. Just perfect. Nothing to worry about here. We have 1 unit left. They just took 2 damage. They do 2 damage. That is absolutely crazy. Those guys suicide charged my my pikemen. Halberdiers, I should say. I can just wipe those out. And that is it. We just killed a army of 10 or 15 even. They got reinforced. Holy crap. And we had only a group of 6. So they punched well above their weight. Alright, that is done. We now have the Rotiscan Rakete, which I guess... what do we want to do with that? We'll just keep it stationed for now. And what else do we want to do here? Food is running low. We can still build a Three Sisters plantation. We will lose some more stability, but it's easy enough to fix now that we have a garrison with extra stability bonuses, and we can still build commons quarters as well, of course. So that will be balanced. The Unug, city of Unug, I should say, can also still build the Three Sisters plantation. We're doing okay here for now. Could build a hamlet, but instead, since this is a vulnerable location, we could invest some time into building bastions. Forts. That's better for defense as well. Yeah, let's do forts. It's a bit faster. And we need some more food over here as well. We'll build a Three Sisters plantation right there. And as for technology, movable typeface also gives us some fame if we research it. If we are the first to research it anyway. And you can get the printing house, which is very good for science. Same on this, +3 science on research quarters and +1 on adjacent research quarters. That will give a boost to whatever we have already built. Let's have a look. Culture chosen, unknown, reached the industrial area. Going from the Joseon to the Zulu. Alright, interesting. New grievance available.
You have come to annoy me?
Against the Dutch.
Challenge accepted.
We have plenty of these. And their vassal, Queen Mama Oklo, the Taino, are the culprit of this grievance. They have a lot of war support. We can demand this.
Pay me or prepare your headstone.
Idiotic decisions by idiots.
So I'm pretty sure we can manage to take these guys on as well. Not too concerned. Anyway. Oh, we can declare war immediately. We need to do something about this. We'll withdraw the demands. We're not ready for a second war. We need to deal with this first one.
I
But
greet you with the iciness
we
your
will be...
behavior warrants.
my demand, sign cultural treaty with King SiC. Was that the reason we went to war? I actually honestly don't remember. Just want to grab some territory. Alright, ongoing war can now be ended. Do we want to do so, or do we want to take more territory? Like, what is...
A new independent people.
Ah.
And who are they? Time will tell if they are helpful, helpless, or history.
That reminds me, we should probably have a look at Magas over here and see what else we can do with treaties. +4 patronage per turn. So in 3 turns we will be able to get profit sharing, privileged contact, or cultural export. We'll invest a bit more money per turn. We have another fight going on as well, which is something to take into account. But oh, we have Harappa over here, the main city. So we could finish this war, you know, and I shouldn't have to be too concerned about them, because they already took the Greens as a vassal previously. What are we attacked by here? Knights. Rebels. Rebel knights. I'll do a quick manual battle. And the deployments, we're the ones being attacked, so they get to go first. That is not great. They're probably going to die this turn. Yeah. My great swordsmen are done. That's not too worrisome. I guess, you know, from here we can still shoot, so we'll withdraw them behind the pikemen. Though they, of course, they will not be able to shoot this turn. We will move them into the walls, giving them some nice protection. They will not be able to get attacked. These guys are going to defend. And that should ensure we will not lose any more troops. Like these guys, the suicide charge my... Wow. I'd like to give these guys some more experience so they can get the killing shot. Shouldn't amount to much. We can go to the next era. Ooh. Are we the first to do so? No. Somebody else went there first as the Zulu. Right. How are we doing? We're 900 ahead. And I guess they just changed because they have no era stars. The people in 4th place will get or need one more era star, and the people in 9th place need one more era star to advance. And how close are we to getting more era stars? We would need to gain one more technology. We just got the military star. There's nothing else that we can quickly finish. Do we want to move as something else? The Gauchos. Gunner, ranged combat units, fights at full combat strength even when defending against close combat attacks. And Boleadoras. The first attack in the battle from this unit will also apply the suppression status to its targets. Interesting. The Ethiopians. Let no one ever take what belongs to you. +10 science on garrisons. Alright, interesting. +1 science per combat strength of hostile units within your borders. Interesting. The Amba. A defensive fortress built into the very face of the mountains, granting near unassailable control of the surrounding lands. Counts as a garrison and commons quarter. Increases the movement cost of hostile armies within a range of 2 tiles. What? That sounds weird. And then Oromo cavalry. Also with muskets. And we could make those pretty soon. The Scots. Great for science. And we will get access to Highlanders. Well, we already have the Haudenosaunee unit, so we would have to do this for the science benefits. Mighty Works, we already are ahead on that with anything else. Though the Caravanserai could be pretty good for making some money and some extra industry. And the Jasai Yergis is stronger when attacking. It's great for attacking, actually. The Austro-Hungarians, they get a lot of influence. The British, money and science per number of attached territories on the capital. Basically, it rewards a massive, one massive city. The French, the cuirassiers, could be very nice with the heavy charge. Receives a higher combat strength bonus when charging. And we will get extra science pretty much everywhere. Germans, however, are great on combat. Iron ordnance for getting across the seas. And coking works, extra industry per the entire population. +3 industry per adjacent makers quarters. You could really make something happen with that. Italians, great for stability, but we're managing. The Alpinis are kind of nice as they can cross the cliffs. The Mexicans, they tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. So cool. 10% food in all cities. And Hacienda for massive food bonuses. And the Soldaderas, which are a stealth unit, a guerrilla fighter, which is kind of cool. Russians, a bit more defensive, though they have the Cossacks, which is quite nice. And the Siamese, the floating markets with industry, money per population. They can get the Gatling elephants. And they add suppression. +3 industry per district in all cities. This is really strong. We're going to go with the Siamese, I think.
The world gets larger, the cities expand, buildings reach higher, and roads stretch longer. And yet, the world gets smaller as bridges unite lands. Towns congest, and railroads bring distant goods to the doorstep. Anything seems possible in this wondrous future. Though as humankind grows, the planet itself appears to shrink. Forward to the future, on elephants, armed with Gatling guns.
This game really likes elephant units. A lot.
No doubt this independent people possess sophisticated customs, rights, language, and beliefs. I do hope you're going to treat them well.
Oh, we could attack these guys as well. Take their last city. Though we'd have to go through these choke points, which is not ideal, obviously. We could put some units around the flanks. Let's do it. We're going to start it, but we're not going to finish it. Oh, we only get to deploy 3 units. That's crazy. Alright. Oh, they have halberdiers. As well as... Oh, this is us now. We have different units. We'll end the deployment. Alright, we'll move these guys around. Explore some more of the terrain. Move these guys over here. As for our reinforcements, definitely we will bring in these guys. We'll move them over here and we should be able to attack them, I guess. It says so anyway. I don't know why we would be able to do so, but I am not complaining. These guys... Oh, could we... No, we don't want to go around the flanks. That sounds like a bad idea. We'll put these guys at the walls, however, just to keep the enemy pinned. And these walls were not visible earlier. That's kind of weird, actually, that this city is bigger. Maybe I was blind to that. It shouldn't matter too much. As for the enemy, yeah, they only get the... I was confused because my unit cards just changed. We can only attack this unit, which is kind of strange, but hey, I'll take it. Attack into them. Attack with the swordsman. We'll move these guys into the city. We'll move those guys over here. And that will be the end of our turn. But now that we're in the city, we can start doing some massive damage. That will probably wipe. Or close to it. Apparently no. That's not too bad. them around the city. Move them over here, move them over here. That is the end of that battle, I think. We can build the floating market, but oh, we're losing a lot of stability right now. We need to do something about that. We will build a common quarter right there. Ooh. This is because of the war penalties. We'll finish off this battle.
Well, well. Another empire has certainly left a mark on the world with this cultural...
You are the last person I want to see
All
right
right.
now.
We will occupy Karal. And we will get a lot of money.
My deepest thanks.
For the good of my people, I surrender.
And that gives us an expansionist star immediately. That is nice. And now we own Karal. And with that, it is about time we put an end to this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.